Hey guys, what's up? It's Jezza here and welcome to my first video showing you guys my FIFA 13 Ultimate Team, and it is my Premier League FIFA 13 Ultimate Team. I've got two teams and this is my best team yet, and this team really has taken me a long time to get. It's taken me a lot of trading. Actually, when you see the team you'll think, oh, he must have spent a load of money on packs, you know, all this in real life cash on packs. I really haven't. I've probably spent about maybe 10 quid on packs just for these special deals that EA offer. So maybe 10 quid on packs, but really this team is very good. It's taken me a lot of time to get from like trading. I do a lot of trading to make my money, so I'm just gonna get into it now. And if you're wondering where my players are, well, they're all stored in my club. So let's get on with it and let's go through the first position, which is the goalkeeper. So the first team goalkeeper is Joe Hart. Now I think he is probably the best goalkeeper in the Premier League. Some people argue that Julio Cesar is actually the best for Premier League. I know in real life he's not doing the best. That's QPR like in the relegation zone. But Joe Hart really is my first team keeper. He makes some great saves, as you can see at his stats. 86 diving, which is the big one for me. His speed is probably not the best. I mean, there's a few keepers who really have good speed. Positioning, you know, that's always good. 87 reflexes, that is his best, which I really do like about him. He saves a lot of long shots. So he's a very good keeper. Now let's move on quickly. It's going to take quite a while otherwise to get through the whole team, including the sub bench. It's all quite an expensive team, including my sub bench and the reserves. So let's get on with the centre back. So the centre back, first I have Company in the left centre back role, and that is because he is just, I've got to say, he's probably the best centre back in the Premier League. You could say Vidic, just because of his strength. Vidic is, but he's very slow. Vidic, I find he's very slow, but Company, he is just a beast. He's a brick wall when it comes to like little runts like Aguero or Suarez running at him. He just completely beast modes him. Look at that, 86 defending, 6'4", so he scores quite a lot of headers. I mean, he's scored, let's see, how many goals has he scored? He's scored 4, and it's just been for my club. So, you know, he does bag in the goals. Only 57 shooting, but, you know, he's got a 79 heading, that always helps. 86 defending, you know, he's a great player in the 4-1-2-1-2 formation. These guys are all in the 4-1-2-1-2 formation, so I can get the best chemistry possible. Alright, so let's have a look at my next centre-back, which is Julian Lescott. Now, I do have Terry, as you guys probably just saw there, but I much prefer Lescott. I mean, he's got 85 heading, 82 defending, but he's much quicker than Terry. I really am looking for a bit of speed at the back, just because there's so many of these players that have such fast strikers, and you really can't compete unless you have fast defenders yourself. Maybe David Luiz would be quite a good one to replace Julian Lescott with, but I'm not too sure. That's probably the only position where I could upgrade, but other than that, I really don't think anyone else could do a better job. Right, so Walker. Now, some people say get Mike on instead of Walker, but Walker's pace, I just love. I love really pacey fullbacks. 91 pace, 77 defending, 78 heading, and 62 shooting, but that really does discredit him quite a lot. I mean, he has scored some pretty nice volleys for me in the past. He scored 3 goals so far, so let's have a look. 91 pace, 62 shooting, yeah, you guys can see it. All in 4-1-2-1-2 formation. Let's move on to the left back. Now, the left back has to be Ashley Cole. There's not really another left back that I can think of that really does a better job than him in that position. If anyone has any ideas of who I could replace a few of these players with, then please leave it down in the comments. That'd be much appreciated. Okay, so let's go to the centre defensive midfield position, 4-1-2-1-2. And we have Yaya Toure. Of course, we have Yaya Toure. Man City, he's a really good player, and he's great with defending, heading, passing. He's not the best for shooting, but then again, he really does score a few goals as well. He's scored 8 goals for me so far. 79 dribbling. You know, he's a really solid centre defensive midfielder, really solid. Unfortunately, his skill moves are okay. 3-star and 4-star with his weak foot, so he's good on both feet. And he's 6'2". You always want a sort of barn door for a centre defensive midfielder. You want them to be big, preferably very strong. So let's move on to my right midfielder. Actually, no, let's go to my left midfielder first, who is not actually Hazard. Now, strangely enough, I have Hazard on my bench, but I have Neymar up here. Now, it is mostly a Premier League team, but this is the only exception to that Premier League team is Neymar, just because I love doing skill moves. I really do, and 5-star skill moves. He is just a beast. 91 pace, 91 dribbling. Very solid player. 79 shooting, 74 passing, 59 heading. Defending really doesn't work, but he doesn't really need to, it's not very good. He really doesn't need to focus on his defending. 59 heading. Now, some people say that I waste Neymar on the left midfield because he's in a 4-1-2 formation. But honestly, my supply of goals mostly comes from my left midfield and my right midfielder. So I don't really consider him wasted. Now, for my right midfielder, he's not actually in the right midfield position because there's not many good right midfielders in the Premier League up to the standard of the left midfielders. So I actually have Gareth Bale, and the reason for this is he is just generally very strong. He's very pacey, good enough dribbling, not 5-star skill moves, but you can do some okay skills with him. 79 shooting, 81 passing, 71 heading, 74 defending, not bad. 6 foot. And yeah, he's generally, I bought him for 68,000. I'm not too sure how much all these players are worth. But if you guys actually want to calculate how much this team's worth, that'd be awesome. Just leave it in the comments. Now, centre attack and midfield. Let's move on, and we have Nasri. Now, as you guys can see, I also have Steven Gerrard, but I bought Nasri quite recently actually, just because Gerrard, he's very good at free kicks. Like, I used to score almost every free kick with him. But Nasri, he's just got the pace. He's a good all-round centre attacking midfielder. He's got the dribbling, pace, passing, shooting. He's not too bad. Not that bad. He has, again, I really don't think this whole shooting stat credits the players enough. I mean, I score some great goals with players who have 70 shooting. I remember on FIFA 12, I got some awesome goals with Bonlahor. He had like 70 shooting, and it really didn't show when he was playing. So he's definitely one that I would advise you to get. Samir Nasri, definitely one I'd advise you to get. Skill moves, not the best, but he's the best that I thought I could get in that position. And he scored quite a nice few goals. 28 goals in that centre attacking midfield position. And I only bought him recently as well. So, striker. Now, these are my two strikers. These are very, very good players. Okay, so first I have Aguero. Now, he's usually on the left. But Aguero, I've got to say, he's probably my favourite player in this whole team just because he's got everything. Apart from defending, he has got everything. This guy is a beast, apart from skill moves. But then again, you can work quite nice skills with him anyway. Now, you can see he scored 69 goals for me. And, that is a great record. I do score a lot of goals when I'm playing Ultimate Team just because I've got quite a solid team. And I usually concede quite a few. But attacking-wise, I score a lot more. Usually, and so this guy has 91 dribbling, 88 pace, 84 shooting, 72 heading. He doesn't really score that many headers, but he doesn't need to. He just runs, legs it past the defenders, and he always gets either a nice finesse or a good little power shot. So yeah, that is it for Sergio Aguero. Very good player, very good player. And now let's move on to my last striker in that position. Now, Balotelli, you think, would partner Aguero just because of the chemistry, but I actually prefer Podolski. Now, let's have a look at his stats. His stats are actually incredible. Now, I don't think he's this good. He's as good as he is on FIFA in real life. I think they have kind of overpowered him on this game. If we just have a look, 87 pace, 87 shooting, that is the reason why I bought him. Those two stats, straight up, it wouldn't really matter about his defending or heading, even though he does get, yet again, he does get good headers, but that 87 pace, 87 shooting, that is why I bought him. The only thing he really does lack quite a lot is his skill moves and his weak foot. Now, he when he shoots with his left foot, they usually go in every single time, usually every time. But then, when he takes a shot on his right foot, like Rosed, these guys see the ball. He does really fire it over the crossbar quite a few times with his right foot. And he's a 6-foot striker. He scored 98 goals for me. Very, very good player. I'd definitely suggest having him. So now moving on to my manager, actually. Let's have a look at him. And I have Di Matteo, and he was recently sacked. I also have Arsene Wenger, strangely enough. I should really sell him. I never, ever use him. So Di Matteo, 4-1-2-1-2 formation. And I know he just recently got sacked by Chelsea. I think that's a terrible, terrible decision by Abramovich. The only reason why Abramovich has brought Rafa Benitez in, I can't really speak today, is just because they want to motivate Torres. They want to get him to as good as he was at Liverpool. And to be honest, I don't think Torres will ever be as good as he was at Liverpool, just because there was one player at Liverpool who always fed Torres and always got him in those positions where he could just score the goal from a finesse shot. He was always in he was always in a one-on-one situation just because of this man, Steven Gerrard. He always lobbed the ball over to Torres, and he would just be one-on-one with the keeper and always scored. And he was really quite underestimated, Steven Gerrard, when Torres was playing. But it was actually Steven Gerrard the whole time supporting Torres. And I'm not a Liverpool fan, if anyone's wondering, just because I have the logo for my club. I'm not a Liverpool fan. I am a Norwich City supporter, and I'm really, yeah, I'm not a Liverpool fan. But the reason why I have that Liverpool logo for my Ultimate Team is because I think it's the nicest badge. I'm not afraid to say it. I think it's the nicest badge from any Premier League club. I just think it's got a lot of stuff to it, and I'm just going to quickly put the rest of my team on the sub bench. They're not that interesting. You guys would have seen them when I've been putting out my first team. Defoe, but I'm not really too sure how much this team's worth. So if anyone knows, then can you calculate it and put it in the comment section below? That'd be awesome. So here we go, just filling out the rest of them. So yeah, I think I'm going to end the video there, guys. If you guys have enjoyed, and well, yeah, I guess if you have enjoyed, then you can feel free to like, also maybe favorite. I guess it is a very good team. It has taken me a while to build up to this strong. And if you guys are wondering whether you should subscribe to me or not, then feel free to check out my last video. This is my second video ever to be uploaded to this channel, and hopefully I should be getting partnered fairly soon by Machinima. I have had my last YouTube account did get partnered with Machinima, so hopefully I should be getting partnered with them fairly soon. So yeah, my last video was my introduction video, just telling you guys what videos I'll be making in the future. So if you guys like the sound of any of those ideas, then you can feel free to subscribe. Thanks a lot for watching, guys, and I will see you guys next time, probably tomorrow with a new career mode video. Peace.